Et voilà. Bon, ne pas se battre avec les tieflins. Ce sont nos amis, il ne faut pas les frapper.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
We don't even know these people!
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does! You would choose strangers over us.
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
J'ai déjà fait ce dialogue-là hier, donc blablabla.
That's fine too.
Just like I was saying, I don't want all these lives on my conscience.
Oui,
Thank
mais
you,
gna gna gna, vous allez rester de toute façon, gna gna gna, merci, au revoir. C'est toujours des momos? Ouais, c'est toujours du momo.
That's curious.
Good work, kid.
That orc seems a little too interested in me.
Voilà. Ah, ça c'est les petits.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible or boring.
Allez, tu vas bien, petit? Et sinon, à part...
He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
Les petits, c'est un chi.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though.
Je les ai même pas quittés.
None of yours. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave.
Ah oui?
9.
Ah oui.
8.
Ah
7.
oui.
6. 5. 4. 3. Little slow on the uptake, aren't you? Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though.
T'as quoi à vendre? Rien qui m'intéresse.
We have that in common, then. But you aren't welcome here. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave.
Ah ouais.
9.
1!
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Le petit filou.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself. Give Mull a 10-day and she'll own Baldur's Gate. You'll see.
Très intéressant. Et toi?
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Ouais, c'est un bon conseil.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
C'était qui cette fameuse femme à la peau rouge, à une seule corne et entourée de flammes?
You saw her then? Advocatus Diaboli. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Quoi? Pourquoi?
An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes...
Ah,
We'll talk more there.
pour résumer, une créature à la peau rouge, une seule cornée remplie de flammes, une esclave d'une archidiablesse. Mais je vois que ça va bien pourtant.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least...
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children.
Wow. Du coup, la molle, c'est la petite Tifline. Il était dire qu'on cause de menacer les enfants. Ça s'appelle l'hypopète. 20. Ah ouais, hein. Je sens que je vais aller en prison. Ah ouais. Ça sent pas bon, ça. Oh.
Your lies only inflame the matter further. Things could turn ugly very rapidly.
Ah, ça m'enquiquine.
I don't like the look of that mission. Stay clear. That's curious.
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
buy the ends of the kids and your birdie and your dogs.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Juste attendre que ça passe. Du coup, les autres. D'accord.
Still breathing, despite everything.
C'est le vrai de bon.
I'm gonna buy the ends of the kids and your birdie.
Salut, c'est moi, l'innocent. Yay. Et du coup, voilà, comme j'avais expliqué hier, ben là, je me suis battu dans mon coin, et malgré que eux soient là, ils sont en vie, ben ils sont restés là. Ils se sont dit, oh, ben il est assez costaud pour se débrouiller, on va l'attendre ici. De toute façon, c'est lui qui s'est fait arrêter, c'est pas nous. Pourquoi on devrait l'aider?
Right,
Attends.
I've got food, water, my dagger.
Again. Swing, swing, and carry. And again. Swing and swing and.
Voilà.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one.
Donc si on a déjà parlé, en gros, il va parler de... Il parle de quoi encore?
Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Sympathy will not lead us to
Blablabla,
purity.
tu vas te calmer.
Kentucky. Fine.
Oui, il parlait comme quoi il y avait des Githyanki, donc comme elle, le petit nez là, il y avait des Githyanki qui avaient éventré d'autres tieflins, et c'est pour ça qu'il ne voulait pas lui parler à elle, et qu'elle, elle était complètement enragée à vouloir le découper et l'éventrer encore. Donc il devait nous montrer ça sur la carte, donc on a fait ça de manière plus calme.
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side, and I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Oui, désolé, parce qu'elle est méchante. Gna, gna, gna. Voilà, tout se passe bien. Il faut lui parler à elle.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Oui, arrête de faire la
The
tête.
teeth sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Hein, et justement, là, c'est un très bon exemple qui fait que, malgré que son petit nez, c'est un peu bizarre, ben, je trouve qu'il y a des moments où les expressions de son visage sont vraiment particulièrement mignonnes. Et juste ce moment-là, dans ce dialogue-là, quand je vais lui dire que c'est Tiflin et pas Tiflin, elle va rouler des yeux, je trouve ça particulièrement mignon. Ou c'est peut-être aussi le fait que j'aime bien l'embêter.
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
Oui, c'est fait, Eren, du coup. Et arrête de me tch.
The creche holds the Zafisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
On me tue pas comme ça, moi. Ça va aller ou quoi? C'est quoi ce langage? Impoli.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Mais en général, je ne dis pas au mot près, mais en général, je dis toujours à voix haute le choix que je fais. Comme je dis, je le dis pas au mot, mais ouais. Il me semble, je crois que j'espère que je dis pas de bêtises, mais il me semble que le Turel, c'est de là où viennent les sifflins. Mais je suis pas certain de ce que je dis. Ah, je lui demande. Ben, c'est parce que j'ai déjà fait ces dialogues-là hier, en fait, c'est pour ça. Mais oui, en fait, c'est pour ça, c'est parce que j'avais déjà fait ces dialogues-là hier. Ça m'intéresse pas. Du coup, t'es forgeron, toi.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Et donc, lui, il est spécialisé dans la forge infernale. Ça pourrait peut-être être utile plus tard.
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
But the goblins aren't smart enough to poison it. I'm waiting on someone and you aren't him. Do you mind?
Tu cherches?
Look, you seem nice and all, but take a hint, huh?
En même temps, tu parles à quelqu'un qui n'a pas beaucoup d'intelligence. Néné!
Look, you seem nice and all, but take a hint, huh? Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Et du coup, est-elle là? C'est celle qu'on nous avait dit d'aller voir parce qu'on était...
Have it! How stupid are you?
Ah oui, bon. Faire un petit détour d'abord.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
Ouais. T'es vraiment prêt à te prendre des claques pour un petit médaillon. Ah ouais. Crotte.
A beating, huh? Oh no! Whatever will I do? Gods, help me!
What's happening here?
These two outsiders are threatening me, Icaron. Even Tails over there.
Mais
Is this
eux,
true? The boy stole my locket! And that justifies threatening a child?
j'ai rien fait moi. Ouais, je vais dire que je vais aller sur le petit. Oh, ça m'a encore raté, je le sens. Oh non.
Good. You heard them, child. You're free to go. But my locket! Quiet. Child, go.
See you around.
Mais clairement, le petit c'est un arnaqueur, c'est clairement que c'est un voleur, ça se voit. Mais j'aime pas comment l'autre il a réagi.
We're exposed now.
Donc, je disais, elle c'est la soigneuse du camp.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Pickle. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Bah déjà tu vas te calmer, c'est ma couleur de peau naturelle. Oh bah on va se faire dorloter, tiens.
Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
Bon, afin de boire ta potion qui va me faire pousser de la barbe, t'as pas quelque chose pour quelque chose de plus grave?
Well, that depends. What's wrong, lovey?
Une maladie rare. J'ai un teint de peau que les gens ne reconnaissent pas.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Pickle? What's wrong?
Alors qu'elle est râleuse au début, au broker. Ah là 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 là. Du coup. Avec une dryade. Mais les dryades, c'est les créatures de la nature, non? Un peu style mi-femme, mi-plante. Waouh. Ça a dû faire des échardes, ça. Hein. Dis donc. Pinocchio serait jaloux. Non, je vais lui parler du flagelleur.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home.
Comme quoi?
I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Oh, bah, montre-moi.
Hey, bother.
Non, qu'un qui
Be
m'intéresse.
careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
Un piège par une petite vieille. C'est très suspicieux, ça. Mais en soi, oui. Tout le monde peut nous piéger, tout le monde peut être à danger potentiel, on ne sait pas.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Give Mole a 10-day and she'll own Baldur's Gate. You'll see.
Je rire le gamin qui voit que je prends le coffre juste devant lui. Comment je t'atteins, toi? Ouais, c'est pas toi que je cherche. Allez, tiens ton médaillon, crétin.
The nerve of that smirking little rat. My mum gave me that locket on a god's damn deathbed. The boy took the thing. I know it.
Il se transmet depuis combien de temps ce médaillon?
Not long, matter of fact.
Ah oui, magnifique. On va voir un peu ce qu'il a dans la tête. Oh. Faut que j'arrête d'essayer de faire des dés, c'est pas une bonne idée.
Was in another family right until my mum stole it. But it's mine now. All I have.
Ouais. Bah, laisse-moi deviner, techniquement, ce médaillon, il appartenait pas vraiment à ta mère, hein? Il appartenait à des gobelins, qui étaient là-bas, ils avaient une petite famille, ils étaient en train de manger du pain et leur a volé. Voilà, hein, c'est ça? Je devine bien, n'est-ce pas?
Yeah, all right. It wasn't. She stole it from a house she cleaned. All right. They didn't pay her much. They owed her a perk or two.
Ouais. Donc, en résumé, ta pauvre mère ne faisait que pourvoir aux besoins de sa petite famille, alors que ce tifelin, oh là là, lui, oh, quel sale petit diable, quel salaud, quel sale enfant, faut l'enfermer et le battre.
Never said she was an angel, did I? Well, she sure as hell didn't have horns on her head.
Anyway, I meant what I said. Thanks for what you did. I gotta go.
Quel crétin, je peux te frapper?
Watch your bags, eh? Learn from my mistakes. My mum gave me that locket on a god's damn deathbed. The boy took the thing. I know it.
Ouais, t'es prêt à payer combien pour ça? Parce que je comptais lui donner, mais franchement, hein, s'il a un problème avec les cornes, il va voir. Tu vas douiller, mon grand.
How did you? All right, fine. I'll give you some coin for it.
Ouais, tu sais quoi, je vais le garder en fait.
It's gonna be hard to wear a necklace when you ain't got a neck.
Oh, j'ai tellement envie de le frapper. Ouais, je l'ai, je le garde.
That's it. That is bloody it.
Ah, mais du coup, je suis en... Ah... Ouais, mais en même temps, elle est capable de parler de mes cornes.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Je fais des attaques non létales, normalement. Non létal.
taste my fury.
Step quick. Time to push my luck again. Out of sight, out of mind.
Je vole son or en plus. Et je vole tout ce qu'il a. Tiens, voilà. Ça t'apprendra, crétin.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Non mais sérieusement.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Have you spoken to Korga?
Tu sais plus qui c'est, Kaga? Pas encore, parce que je sais plus
Of
qui c'est.
course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of
oui.
theirs, it will be trouble for all of us.
Oui, c'est chez les druides.
No,
D'accord.
sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course. Je vais faire cette histoire chez les druides après. Ça fera oublier les petites mésaventures là que je viens de faire dans le bar.
Goblins knows. So many ways to die.
Alors... Oui, c'est exactement ça que je voulais. Du coup, là, je vais... Pour faire la quête du... J'ai oublié son nom. Celui avec la rapière qui se l'a pété tout à l'heure. J'ai oublié son nom. Mais qu'en gros, il chassait une créature entourée de flammes. L'esclave d'une archidiablesse. Esclave, soldat...
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Oui, bah au lieu de râler, saute.
Indolence breeds madness.
My faith will guide me.
Looking ahead.
Ah.
Keep your distance, darling.
Oh, mais tu vas sauter en douille.
Assume nothing.
Ah, c'est pas compliqué quand même.
What are they? People up ahead.
I can't stop the bleeding.
Something's wrong.
What then?
Comment j'atteins ça là-bas encore?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay.
Oh, c'est pas une bonne idée. Je suis complètement paumé. Oh, mais sérieusement, quoi.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Ah, ah ouais, c'est trop loin. Oh, punaise. Allez, quoi. Ça me... Moi qui...
I've got a long road ahead.
What's
Mais
your
c'est un
plan?
non plus, ne peut pas sauter, j'imagine.
No time to rest.
Sérieusement.
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zelk Chucky, and my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
Do you think your kin search for you, Lae'zel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
You should search that corpse.
Kiko. Ah.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Oui, je peux me faire avoir par cette petite larve dans ma tête, ça va pas, non? So, bien sûr, si je rentre.
Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
Things abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
Ça va encore, je trouve. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a de bizarre, sa silhouette?
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Oula, pas tout de suite, ça.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Who cares about some pig? It's dead. Let's go. The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
On va examiner comment il est mort, ce cochon. Oh. Je sais même qu'ils sont ses parents au cochon. Et je sais où il habite. Mais je sais ce qu'il a mangé hier soir.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. Examining the corpse, you see 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
And is it dead enough for you?
Est-ce qu'il reconnaît ces marques?
It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vampire. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry. I'll keep watch tonight. We won't have to worry about nocturnal visitors. Now please, let's go.
Goblins ahead. Looks like they're laying an ambush.
Get over there! Surround them like!
Tu vois quelque chose, toi? Oh. Bon, les caca. Montre-toi, sale tête.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked.
Oh. J'aime bien être dans une réponse où on va pas trop le chercher. C'est aussi ce que je me suis dit quand je vous ai vu. Ouais, si, en fait. C'est ce que je me suis dit quand je t'ai vu.
That's supposed to be a threat. Got a set on you, all right. Almost makes me like you.
Merci.
Almost. I'm gonna enjoy pulling off your skin when we're done.
Oh, la pauvre. Alors, voyons. Il y en a deux là. D'accord. Trois sur le toit, un au milieu.
Gonna add your name to my collection once you're dead.
Trop loin, j'imagine cela.
Time for a new approach.
Light on my feet.
Let's finish this.
Oh, bah, fais-la exploser, de toute façon. Ah, andouille. Ah, échec. Ça t'apprendra.
You look good with a few arms sticking out of your guts.
vais vous défoncer.
Let my name be known.
This way.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Another day, another fate.
Oh.
My faith will protect me.
Saleté.
Make way.
Le petit kick à la con.
To the shadows.
Attends une seconde. Oui.
Never a dull moment.
What's the plan? On the move.
Ça n'a même pas touché. Putain. Mais toi non plus. Ça l'a encore raté. Bah ouais, hein.
Time to kill. Yes, here.
Il a encore raté.
What now? What do I have to lose?
Can't afford to let up.
Taking position.
Ouais, super.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Ouais, déjà, tu vas me parler meilleur. Avec respect. Hein? T'as compris? Tu vas m'appeler maître.
Yes! Yes, true soul.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
Don't let me keep you, boss. Lads were gathered by the windmill.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least.
Si tu remarques que le visage de Ombre Cœur a un peu changé, c'est parce que elle a des écailles sur les bords du visage. C'est suite à ce que j'ai à ce qu'elle est maintenant, ensorceleuse, magicienne et éclair. Et c'est ensorceleuse ou magicien, elle a pris les pouvoirs draconiques, donc c'est pour ça qu'elle a quelques écailles sur le visage. Non, mais de toute façon, faut pas trop utiliser le larve, c'est pas une bonne idée.
Wise counsel. When the temptation calls, keep silent or suffer.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Qu'est-ce qui nous est arrivé?
Fine. What's on your mind?
Ouais, blablabla, on s'en fout. J'ai déjà parlé de ça.
Well, hello. A crooked touch.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Some rest's better than none. Be careful. There are traps about.
Ah bah heureusement que t'es là, Astarion. On est aveugle, nous. Ah oui, j'ai pas d'outils.
Still alive, so that's progress.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Trop fort.
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations.
Waouh, oui, non, waouh, non, 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 non. Non, 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 pas tout de suite ça.
see.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Non. Spécimen de métal, dureté 9.5, température de fusion inconnue, couleur argentée, marque lacération rouge et moucheture de poussière jaune, source de tréfonds obscurs, remarque. Cadeau de expurgé, légère odeur de soufre, impossible à forger. Refuse de mollir ou de se tordre aux températures que ma forge est en mesure d'atteindre. Ouais, c'est le fer infernal. Ouais, ça. Quelle que soit la source d'éclairage à laquelle on la soumet, cette pièce de métal émet des reflets rougeâtres. Des cris étouffés résonnent dans votre esprit chaque fois que vous la touchez. Je me rappelle plus ce qu'il y a dedans.
What now?
Ah. Arrête de faire l'imbécile. Aïe. Les pleurs de 3 armes sont destinées en courbes précises et en lignes nettes. Une épée à 2 mains, une faucille et une dague. Chaque côté est méticuleusement indiqué et des instructions de fabrication sont consignées avec soin en bas de la page, en insistant bien sur un matériau inhabituel. De l'écorce de sucereau, on ne peut l'appliquer que sur une lame ordinaire, non modifiée.
Weapon blueprints that use Sousa bark. Rare find. If only I knew where to find some.
Et oui, effectivement, ça fait boum.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back, then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness.
Me dis donc. Allez, sois gentil, hein. Sois un bon toutou.
The dog lowers his hackles, his head tilted inquisitively. Convinced that you're harmless, he turns his attention back to the corpse.
Papouille.
The dog whimpers nervously, as if to urge you on.
Allez, viens avec nous.
The dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move.
Il va pouvoir nous suivre.
The dog sniffs your hand, his tail swung low in understanding. He knows how to find you.
Oui. Je confirme, il a une belle bouille. 9 doigts. Je ne l'entrerai pas en ville. Du moins, pas tant que tes sbires chercheront à me mettre la main dessus. Si tu veux que je m'acquitte de ma dette, tu vas devoir me faire confiance et aller la récupérer toi-même. Rends-toi au cimetière, à la tombe du dénommé Curuin. En creusant, tu devrais trouver suffisamment d'objets de valeur pour effacer mon ardoise. Inutile de me chercher. Quand je n'aurai plus rien à craindre, je le saurai. Daven, c'est un garçon. Il est magnifique et en parfaite santé. Je lui ai donné le nom de son père. Reviens-nous dès que tu seras en permission. Je t'aime, Flora et Daven Junior. Gomwick. Redoublez de prudence en revenant de la porte de Baldur. Je reçois de plus en plus de signalements d'un voyageur attaqué aux 4 coins de la région. Je ne peux pas me permettre de voir mon meilleur messager finir face contre terre dans un fossé. Faites attention à vous. Mieux vaut tard que jamais. Maître des postes d'Onzo. Ben malheureusement, voilà.
Shadow. Such a grim name for such a beautiful flower.
I heard you mumbling that line to yourself earlier. It needs more work.
Fortunate for his tongue, he didn't say it to me.
J'étais à cette partie encore. En faisant le tour.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
J'ai du mal aujourd'hui, hein. J'arrête pas de me paumer. C'est fou ça.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Oh, parfait. Je l'ai aussi les trouvé.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another tiefling prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
Donc, tu es en train de manger un tieflin.
She scampered in from the east, calling for Yule, a pet, no doubt. The green earth bless us. She bore no mark. Those horns. Such cartilaginous crunch. Let's see the mark, lest I give in to my cravings.
Je vais te défoncer. Mais tu parles bien pour un ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
Mais écoute, si tu veux des marques, je vais t'en faire, t'inquiète pas.
It's dinner time, boys.
Pourquoi t'as pas tiré? D'idiot.
Need to act fast.
Qui dit que vous êtes bloqué là aussi, imbécile? Tout ça pour ça.
Swift and lethal.
Tu veux quoi, toi?
I'm ready. Victory awaits.
Désolé, Astarion.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Can't give up.
That might be worth a look.
Prouesse et prouesse et pérégrination de l'Olympe l'éclairé. Jour 1. Maintenant que je vois la vérité telle qu'elle est, j'ai bien du mal à me souvenir de ma vie d'avant. Au départ, j'ai cru que c'était la peau fine de l'humaine qui lui conférait ce don. Mais j'en viens à penser qu'elle ne tenait plutôt du bandeau qui saignait son crâne. D'ailleurs, j'ai bien failli m'y casser les dents. Le chef gobelin Dror Ragzilin m'a fait une offre fort alléchante. Il s'est engagé à me Il s'est engagé à me rétribuer grassement à condition que j'épargne tous ceux qui portent la marque de sa nouvelle divinité et que je m'en tienne aux autres proies.
I wonder what the next move is.
Et là, du coup, ce bandeau, ça me fait monter là tout à droite. Force, dextérité, constitution, intelligence, ça me fait monter à 17. Ce qui est bien pratique pour un lanceur de sorts. Il n'a que 13 en vêtements, avec l'intelligence dans mon perso, c'est limite, c'est pas lui qui devrait le prendre, mais bon. Oui, je suis toujours là.
That might be worth a look.
What's
Je suis
next?
curieux. C'est parce que si je fais ça.
Let's move.
C'est une bonne chose de fait. J'avais besoin de cette couronne.
That's curious.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Oh, c'est pas me dire que c'est encore trop loin.
My faith protects me.
Maggots will be done.
Saute.
Someone there? No one back home will ever believe this.
Misère. Et t'as limite pas besoin de sauter, tu tends la jambe, c'est bon quoi. Sérieusement. Ah, j'espère qu'ils vont réguler ça un jour dans une mise à jour parce que c'est pénible.
No one's stopped me yet.
Ça va aller là? Voilà.
The first time I saw you, I figured you were a champion. A man of valor, integrity. But you seem intent on proving me wrong.
Mais je vais te botter le cul de toi aussi si tu parles comme ça.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak, roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Ouais, bah tu vas m'attendre ici de toute façon.
You believe you can survive without me?
Oui.
As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Si je veux d'abord. Ah oui, il y avait ça. Ah oui. Notre bon vieux Gale.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Quel problème?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Donc, tu dois absorber de la magie. Explique-toi.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time. And by that I mean, it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Et où est-ce que c'est?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Ouais, si tu veux.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
Et qu'est-ce qui se passe avec l'objet que je te donne?
I will consume the magic inside. What was a powerful artifact will be rendered no more than a trinket. But it will save my life. Even if only temporarily.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai, moi, du coup? Parce qu'il est bien gentil, mais... Ouais, t'es bien gentil, Guy, mais j'ai besoin de mes trucs, moi. Hein.
Perhaps I'm not conveying the urgency of the situation. It's incredibly, world-shatteringly important you give me a suitable artifact. Please.
Oui, j'ai besoin de mes trucs maintenant.
Let me remind you that this is not something that can be ignored forever. Artifacts are of little use if you don't live to enjoy them.
Mais l'épée forgée, là, tu peux pas la prendre?
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Oui, j'ai un
That is
artefact.
most gratifying to hear. May I?
Oui, oui, oui. Non, mais t'es malade, mec. Tu veux que les trucs... non.
Perhaps I'm not conveying the urgency of the situation. It's incredibly, world-shatteringly important you give me...
Oui, oui, bah tu vas attendre. T'es malade ou quoi?
A long way to go still.
Ah bah, tu vas attendre, Gail, c'est tout.
At least things have stayed interesting. The Blade of Frontiers at your call.
Comment tu t'es retrouvé à chasser une diablesse?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Qui t'a dit toutes ces informations?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. Anything more we should discuss?
Et comment tu es devenu l'épée des confins?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Il est devenu quoi, le garçon?
I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
C'est comme ça que t'as perdu ton œil?
It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means.
Et par hasard, tu connais un soigneur?
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit. That's
Viens
the
avec moi.
spirit.
Where am I needed?
Ouais, je vais faire ces trucs vite fait parce que voilà, m'intéresse pas spécialement à le jouer lui. L'histoire est sympa, mais voilà, m'intéresse pas plus que ça.
don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
Et ça, je l'avais pas remarqué tout de suite. Mais là, en recommençant l'histoire, là, j'ai remarqué que dès la toute première fois où on voit qu'il a les morsures du vampire dans le cou. Et quand il parle, on voyait de temps en temps ses canines dépasser. Dès le début, en fait, on voit que c'est un vampire. Mais moi non plus, la première fois, je l'avais pas vu. Mais après, je l'ai su, j'ai mieux regardé, j'avais vu qu'on voit bien les deux traces sur sa nuque. Et du coup, voilà, après, une fois que tu les as vus, tu ne vois plus que ça. Mais sur le chemin, on a trouvé qu'il y avait un sanglier mort, qui était exempt.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Et pourquoi tu me l'as pas dit? Même si je trouve que c'est assez évident. Ah, salut, je suis un vampire. Alors, c'est question anecdote, mais enfin, notre personnage n'est pas très malin, donc ça compte.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
Il n'a pas tort.
Thank
Il me semblait assez évident.
Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear.
Oh, allez. Par contre, une goutte de plus et je te frappe.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Quand même vachement radical, hein. Prendre le pieu et le planter dans le cœur, on le prend, on le tue, voilà, bam, c'est fini. Adieu Astarion. C'est brutal. Ouais, voilà, t'es bien gentil, mais... Hein. Voilà, merci, mais tu vas te calmer.
That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
Alors encore, c'est quand même fou, hein, il a baissé sa garde pour lutter pour lui planter un pieu. Ils sont complètement fous, hein. Laissez-le tranquille, ce pauvre gars. On va voir ce qu'il va donner au combat maintenant.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Du coup, je suis reposé, mais c'est moi qui suis exsangue. C'est malin. Et t'as vu qui c'est qui est là?
You spot a name on the dog's collar. Scratch.
Mhm. Encore du papouille. Mais oui. C'est un bon tout ça. Il va rester avec nous maintenant. Toujours pas. Mais à lui, je lui ai mis le sort. Il me semble. Ça aussi, c'est trop bien.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Je suis désolé pour ton maître.
Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Gratte, gratte. Encore des gratte-gratte. Grâce à des potions ou alors des sortilèges comme lui, on peut discuter avec tous les animaux du jeu aussi. Oh, faudra que je fasse un détour avec lui pour un autre animal d'ailleurs.
Good morning. How do you feel?
J'ai mal au cou. On se demande pourquoi, hein?
Be grateful I'm not a true vampire then. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Et donc là, voilà, il explique comme quoi ceux qui ne sont pas entièrement vampires n'ont qu'une petite partie de leur pouvoir. Et donc, ben, ça serait pour ça que lui, en tant que vampire, il arrive à être au soleil.
Oh no, I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
Qu'est-ce qui fait qu'il peut profiter de tout ça?
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire? Well, that explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
Fine. As long as he keeps his fangs off our necks.
Ah, j'ai confiance en lui.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
I'd just better not wake with any holes in my neck.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Ce que j'adore vraiment avec ce personnage, c'est vraiment sa façon de parler. Il dit des choses d'une manière où tu sens qu'il ne pense pas un seul mot de tout ce qu'il dit.
Have you wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
Oui, voilà, c'est ça. Voilà, donc du coup, maintenant que je suis avec la bonne équipe, il leur faut trouver la fameuse Carlac.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Et donc, la petite diablesse qu'on cherche, Carlac, c'est vous?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain. but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Juste pour résumer la vision, on l'a vu elle se battre durant la guerre entre les démons, etc. On l'a vu elle se battre, mais on a vu qu'elle s'est également battue contre les propres démons de son camp. Donc du coup, on a vu qu'elle était pas vraiment du côté des méchants. Elle était enrôlée du côté des méchants, mais elle ne l'est pas vraiment. Et du coup, après, le bouche à oreille, et ceci et cela, et c'est une diablesse, donc du coup, faut l'accuser, c'est de sa faute, tout est de sa faute, blablabla. Mais encore une fois, on n'entend qu'un son de cloche, que des échos, parce que finalement, il ne doit pas y avoir beaucoup de survivants. Et du calme. On a vu la même chose, ça sert à rien de s'emporter stupidement.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Oui, elle ne représente aucun danger. On vient de le voir.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are...
Moi, je me nomme Neistos, le beau, le grand, le talentueux et le très intelligent Neistos.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. Turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel,
Hey.
the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Oh, des gens à frapper, moi ça me va, hein, où est-ce qu'ils sont?
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety, should the need arise.
Ouais. Monter là-haut, tout se défoncer, redescendre. Ouais. Ça me va comme plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Hang on, though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Et donc, qui c'est qui t'a demandé d'aller chercher Karlak?
I can say only this. Karlak's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats.
Gods, what now? Do you have a tax collector on your tail?
You're closer than you think. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Ce coup-ci, tu sors de pénitence.
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Il cache des choses.
I thought we were going to see some real sparks fly between Will and Karlak. It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
Et raconte ton histoire.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
Et comment on devient
It's
vampire?
simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire.
Mais, en théorie,
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
à propos de cette morsure, sinon...
I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Non, mais il faudrait que tu saches comment tu vas te nourrir, hein. Et laissez mon coup tranquille.
No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that we need to kill anyway. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead.
Oui. Tout le monde est content, c'est lui donne un ordre.
As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already.
Oui, clairement. Ah oui, c'était là. Retourne au camp.
Well met.
Ouais, tu vas rester là.
The blade stands at the ready.
Gna gna gna, blablabla, tu vas attendre ici, je t'ai dit.
And just when things were warming up.
Ah, je suis content d'enfin l'avoir, Karlak.
Yeah?
Alors, comment tu t'es retrouvé en pleine guerre?
Trust me, I'll tell you all about it after we take care of the goons on my tail.
Mais meilleur moyen de tuer un diable.
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Alors, j'ai jamais imaginé finir ici un jour. Et toi?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
Moi, je serai sur une autre aventure. Je frapperai d'autres gens.
I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of troubles to throw ourselves at.
Au sujet des paladins.
Let's go straight there. Whatever those fucks are getting up to, it's nothing good. Just to say, by the way, they're not really paladins. Lackeys of the Archdevil playing dress-up as paladins of Tyr. No honor among devils.
Eh bien, viens, let's go, on va les tabasser.
Fuck yes.
Alors, une petite seconde. Voilà.
Making me sweat.
can't give up now.
910 secondes. Voilà.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's
All
incredible.
right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
Keep that beast away from us, you hear?
Me, the beast? Now that's fucking rich.
At Eastford. You're welcome to rest here.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Tu vas devoir être un peu plus convaincant que ça, mon grand.
I'll tell you whatever you wish to know. Just let us live, please.
This is rich. They serve the archdevil Zariel. Biggest liar in all the realms. Seems her servants have picked up some of Mummy's tricks. Believe me, these sneaky fucks won't stop till they have me hog-tied at her feet.
It isn't true. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit we ambushed you. An assignment from our god, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you.
Alors, d'après toi, qui a raison? Elle qui les accuse d'être des serviteurs de Diablesse, d'Archi-Diablesse, ou lui qui dit qu'elle, c'est un monstre? Ce qui est certain, c'est qu'une des deux personnes a raison. Soit elle en disant que c'est des serviteurs d'Archidiablesse, soit lui en disant qu'elle est un serviteur d'Archidiablesse. Voyons ça. On va dire qu'on sait exactement qui il est, avec ce couple à la Mireille Mathieu.
Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And
Ouais.
you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Surtout une certaine vocation à péter les plombs.
Another fight. Let's go.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu fais, imbécile? Oh, punaise.
I need to stay focused.
Ce que près de Karlak.
Let's do this.
On my word.
Time to move.
C'était pas malin ça.
Fuck yes. Incoming. Won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Du calme. Tes flammes ont l'air un peu... Instable.
Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now!
Wounds are too much to bear.
Never going back.
That helped.
I'll feel that one later.
That ought to do it.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Non. Si, ça me fait rire en fait. Quelqu'un avec qui les nuits doivent être particulièrement chaudes.
Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down.
Pour résumer, elle a un appareil infernal qui a la place de son cœur à l'intérieur, et c'est ça qui l'enflamme. Le truc est instable, et donc du coup, personne ne peut physiquement la toucher sans être enflammé. Et comment t'as fait pour avoir un truc pareil?
High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
Ça alors, un tieflin forgeron qui est spécialiste dans le fer infernal. Est-ce qu'on connaîtrait ça? Je me demande s'il parle d'Amon. C'est un faiseur d'armes tieflin.
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
That corpse smells ripe. Enough time for its killer to have moved on.
Un registre consignant de manière détaillée les péages perçus pour l'année en cours, soit 1492 CV. Soigneusement rédigé, la plupart des entrées indiquent l'identité des voyageurs et la somme versée, mais les pages plus récentes sont brouillonnes et maculées de taches. 9 marpenos, 4 marchands, 1 chariot de marchandises, 25 pièces d'or. Bon, il n'est pas intéressant ce livre en fait. Gna, blablabla.
Keep a blade close.
Oh.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Well, well, well.
Are you doing?
This place is
Someone's
trapped.
left a trap out for us.
Trap. Be cautious. Something over there.
Mais arrête de pouvoir monter toujours sur tout.
I'm way too big. I'm way too big. What's hiding here?
This'll be fun.
Looks empty.
Ta-da.
There's a pressure plate in the chair, but I'm missing something.
Clic.
How delicious.
Ah, ça fait rien. Oui. Clic, 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 clic. Gna, gna, gna. Et tu fais exprès, sérieusement?
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Need anything else? Of
Oui, oui,
course.
oui.
But please, remember, you're not the only one in
Alors.
Sylvanus be with you.
Oui, mais c'est pas un moumou normal, celui-ci. Ah bah moi, sérieusement, pas cool ça. Bah tiens, petite critique. Non, je veux tout savoir de toi.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Moo. Ouais. Il y a son mou qui était très bizarre, c'est pas normal. Une moumou, ça fait mou, ça fait pas mou. Mais il connaît un son de moumou.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy case. Very risky. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Vernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Hey, soldier. I think we picked up some of that infernal iron already. What say you? Should I give it to him?
Mais bien sûr, serre-toi.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of idiot.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt,
I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlak. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way, What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
Ouais, c'est un plus, mais pas encore assez, non.
Do you want to?
Lutter, c'est drôle. Elle est assez bourrine pour apprécier cette idée-là.
I kick your ass! And I think we both enjoy the process. Let's find that infernal iron so we can fight it out.
Ouais. Elle, c'est pas comme avec Ombrecoeur, hein. Il faut aller direct.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face for fucking trouble. You're an idiot.
Oh, où j'en étais du coup. Ah ouais, allez voir les druides. Ooh.
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Oh, mais attends, petit gars. Alors, je l'avais pas pris. Ah mince alors, j'ai vendu. Ah. Je me demande si maintenant je bois une potion de lecture de pensée, est-ce que je vais pouvoir enfin discuter avec lui?
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Ah bah non. gaspiller la potion. Du coup, ça a été une bonne idée. Dommage. Je sais pas comment faire pour pouvoir comprendre ce qu'il dit, le petit garçon là.
Simple.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that.
Et donc, toi, tu fais quoi?
What? I'm the guard. So don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
Il est mignon.
Hi. Are you here to see my brother? My partner, I mean.
Et du coup, ton partenaire ou ton frère?
Both, of course. It's a family business. He sells the stuff and I don't sell the stuff.
Et donc, tu montes juste à garde.
Right. So, look out. I'm watching you.
Il est trop chou.
Please, let us through. Let my daughter go right now.
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out.
Ouais, ça c'est ça les druides. Allez, toi te calmer, Willy.
Give him a chance. You, step back. Go join the other tieflings.
Oh, tu vas baisser d'un temps, ma grande. Si tu n'avais pas été là, les gobelins vous auraient tué.
Kick back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Wish I could understand you.
Voilà, voilà. Ici qui est gros nounours chaud papa. Ici qui est gros nounours chaud papa. Goudi 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 goudi. Oh, il est là lui. Il veut bien que c'était ici qu'on le voyait.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Ah, alors. Oh. Oui, les druides peuvent se transformer en plusieurs créatures différentes, mais oui, oui, bah, bien plus tard, on verra ça un peu mieux. Bon, je t'écoute du coup.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Ouais. Oh non. Faire une description, machin, parce que... Hein...
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
Ouais, à peu près ça.
Dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
T'as pété les plombs, mon gars. Pas de dragon.
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Oui, oui, admettons, parce qu'apparemment, de toute façon, quoi que je dise, hein.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Mm-hmm.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Il aurait dû avoir une réponse. Oui, allez-y. Allez-y, ils vont vous accueillir les bras ouverts.
Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket? Until we meet again. I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Cousi, cousi, cousi.
Have you lost your senses, Koga?
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Koga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil, and I will cast out the rest.
Une voleuse, du poison, et elle a accusé de quoi la petite?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Oui, je verrai à ce qu'elle se tienne à carreau, la petite. Ah oui. Ah. Ah. Franchement, tu aurais pu trouver un autre moment à Starion pour me mordre. Oh bah oui. Oh, la totale. Oh.
No. The tiefling remains until the rite is complete.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike.
Ça va causer pas mal de problèmes dans l'emprisonné. C'est pas une bonne idée. Ah tiens, sinon, une préférence pour les dés? Donc il y a ceux-là, les violets, enfin, les mauves, les bleus et les blancs. D'accord.
It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Et là, on n'a pas vu parce que mon gros corps était devant. Mais Ombrecoeur a eu une douleur à la main. Une sorte de lumière violette et une douleur à sa main.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
Est-ce que c'est vraiment si douloureux?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Est-ce que c'est lié à la larve?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Donc elle aussi, elle vit avec quelque chose qui lui fait mal, mais on n'en sait pas plus.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Ce qui fait que là, voilà, encore un autre résumé. Astérion est donc un vampire, un esclave de son maître vampire. Celui qui l'a fait en esclave, oui. Il n'est pas entièrement vampire. Le fait qu'il est encore obligé de suivre les ordres de son maître s'il lui en donne. Elle, Ombrecoeur, a quelque chose qui lui fait mal à la main, mais on n'en sait pas plus. En tout cas, ça ne serait pas lié à la larve, donc c'est vraiment quelque chose d'extérieur à ça. Karlak a un cœur infernal mécanique qui apparemment est très instable. Et Gale, oh oui, faut que j'aille. Est-ce que je peux d'ici? Ouais, ça tombe bien. Et Gale doit absorber de la magie, mais voilà, on n'en sait pas vraiment plus. Tout ce qu'on sait, c'est que c'est extrêmement important pour lui de le faire.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten.
Et sans expliquer le pourquoi du comment de qu'est-ce que c'est, effectivement, je confirme que ce qu'a Gale à l'intérieur, c'est très, très, très important de consommer de la magie.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
C'est une bonne question, ça. Qu'est-ce qu'il a, notre perso? Ah, si, oui, je sais. Oh, ben, c'est plus tard. Oui, bien plus tard. Mais oui, il y a aussi quelque chose qu'on apprendra plus tard. Et du coup, voilà, j'ai fait exprès d'acheter une petite arme pourrie pour pouvoir la donner à Gale. Comme ça, voilà, il est content. Il va se sentir mieux.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
Oui. Ça n'en reste pas moins dangereux et c'est prêt à causer de terribles ravages si ça venait échapper à son contrôle. Oui, je suis ravi qu'il aille mieux.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Oh, c'est avec plaisir.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Maintenant, en savoir un peu plus sur un autre personnage.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Hélène qui est horrible dans tous les sens du terme. Non, je peux pas dire ça, pas elle. Carlac peut-être, mais pas elle. Donc, t'es qui?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
Ouais, bah tu vas pas toucher à Karlak ou t'as mon pied dans la face.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Il n'était pas très malin. C'est un marché avec un diable. L'épée des confins va devoir s'expliquer là.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
C'est quoi les clauses de ton
I
contrat?
can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word. Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it.
Ça fait quoi d'être un diable?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Non, peut-être pas, non. Diablement séduisant, non. Une abomination, bah, c'est pas très sympa. Bah, je vois l'épée des confins.
The horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
Tu devrais peut-être regarder présider le pacte.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
Pourquoi lui obéir? Bah ça me semble évident, parce qu'il est sous contrat, il n'a pas le choix. Et qu'est-ce qu'elle pourrait faire? C'est une diablesse, elle trouvera certainement quelque chose. Pourquoi l'attaquer? Parce que c'est stupide. Et donc, bah, il doit bien y avoir une faille dans le contrat.
There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
On aura peut-être besoin de ce pacte à un moment ou un autre, qui sait.
That has been its tragedy. I've saved so many with the talents of the blade. And without the pact, I'm just a man. And what good is my blade then when it's too dull to split monsters? What good is a flame when a mere breath snuffs it out?
Je suis pas d'accord avec ce qu'il dit là. Quelle utilité d'une flamme si le moindre souffle devant l'étain? Oui, mais il suffit d'une petite flamme de bougie pour faire brûler toute une maison. Déjà? Oh.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
Oui, j'irais peut-être pas jusqu'à dire que c'est le meilleur, mais... Là, tu dois être soulagé.
Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night.
J'aurais dû vous frapper. C'est tentant, mais non. Mais ça n'arrivera plus. Hein. T'es bien gentil, mais garder tes crocs dans ta bouche.
Pity. You're tastier than you know. And you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste.
Et du coup, il a envie d'aller goûter tous les autres pour savoir lequel est meilleur. Excellent, je commence à en avoir assez d'eux. Non, non, il pourrait ne pas faire preuve d'autant d'ouverture d'esprit que moi.
Alas, it doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Give, what in the hells would she taste like?
Il fait vraiment se faire défoncer, lui. Et je vais répondre que le sang de la guite est certainement exotique et tout, parce que je me dis que si elle l'entend, ça va l'énerver. Ça lui apprendra, elle et son petit nez.
Oh, well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
Ouais, tout ça, c'est que théorie, hein?
Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
J'adore cette conversation. T'es vraiment en train de me demander qui je mordrais à ta place?
Oh, no. No. Don't be disgusting. I just mean a sip of their blood. No mastication required.
Oui, bah, je vais mordre Carlac, hein. Oui. Tu sais, elle est déjà cuite.
A brave choice. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
Je vais choisir lui. Ah oui, effectivement. Ouais, non, et déjà que j'aurais pu lui répondre qu'il était séduisant. Non. Ah non, c'était pas lui. Ah non, c'était Will qu'on pouvait dire qu'il était séduisant. Ouais, mais lui, il fait quand même des avances aussi, donc... du moment que tu penses pas à ma carotide ni à celle de nos potes...
Don't tempt me, darling.
Ouais. Et clairement des dialogues que je préfère. Ouais. Ben lui aussi du coup. Personne qui veut parler là? Non. Voilà, la suite au prochain numéro.